Hi guys, I'm Laura Vitale, and in this episode of Laura in the Kitchen, I want to share with you one of my favorite pasta salads in the world. It's my Greek pasta salad. I actually shared a snippet of it. We had it for, I guess, dinner last week, and I shared it with you on Instagram stories with my caprese grilled chicken, which is coming very soon, maybe this week. And I had a ton of people ask me about it. I want to share it with you because I love the recipe for this. I love the dressing for this because basically, you know, if you follow me on IG, how much I love my Greek marinated chicken, right? It's one of my favorite summer staples. Not only do I love it, but everybody else around me loves it too. So I basically took that dressing, that marinade, and turned it into a dressing for the salad, and it is just divine. So let me show you what you're gonna need. I've got some water coming to a boil here for the pasta. All right. What I've got here is an array of tomatoes. These are tomatoes grown from our garden, so there's all kinds of different goodness over here. They're all sweet and delicious. A friend of mine's growing cucumbers, so I've got a cucumber, you need some onion. I've got lots of herbs from the garden, basil, parsley, dill. Our herbs are doing phenomenal, by the way. A little too well because they're taking over like half of my yard. But that means a lot of pesto is going to be going into the freezer at the end of summer, which makes me happy. Garlic, lemon, pitted Kalamata olives. I've got some grain mustard here. You can also use Dijon. Pasta of your choice, a little red wine vinegar, some crumbled feta, salt and pepper, and olive oil. That's all you're going to need, and then it literally makes for the best pasta salad ever. Now, admittedly, I serve this with my caprese grilled chicken, but if you wanted to take this in a completely Italian route, then you would take away the feta, the olives, and you would just make it your own. But serve the two together, makes everybody happy. Okay, the first thing I want to work on is the dressing, right? So in here, I've got my mustard. You can use Dijon. I just happen to really love whole grain mustard. And I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to grate in my garlic. I really want it dispersed really well throughout the dressing, and I want it to be really pungent, so I'm going to go ahead and grate 2 in. When you're grating garlic, remember it's really strong and really almost spicy. I love that, so I'm going to go ahead and do 2 cloves, but if you're not a huge fan of that much garlic, then just go with 1 clove. And as this sits in the fridge, it literally gets better and better. So I'm going to go ahead and do this and do another one, and then I'm going to go start just having or quartering my tomatoes and adding them right to the bowl. Before I get going on the tomatoes, I'm just going to go ahead and do the dressing. That way I can have it whisked in and it's good to go. Add a little bit of lemon juice, probably half a lemon. Not too much, it'll be too acidic. Some of your red wine vinegar, and you know, food is all about what you like. If you like it really acidic, add more lemon juice or add more vinegar. And now I'm going to go ahead and add in the oil. And in my Greek style marinade, I go ahead and use dry, for the most part I use dry herbs. But here, since it's a fresh, delicious pasta salad, I'm going to go with all fresh herbs. And I'm going to just make sure to chop them really, really fine. Let me taste this dressing. A bit more oil, and that's good. I need a good pinch of salt, and then we're pretty much in business. It's gonna be so good. Okay, let's try. Oh, that's perfect. It does need a good pinch of salt. And now I'm gonna go ahead and all I'm going to do is chop tomatoes, dice my cucumber, dice my onion, chop my herbs. I'll show you what they look like when they're all there, but I'm literally going to be doing the boring job of cutting things in half and quarters and adding them to a bowl. And then when the water's coming to a boil, I'm going to go ahead and add the pasta and cook it until it's nice and al dente, and I'll show you the next step. All right, so in the dressing, remember I chopped up tomatoes, cucumbers, which I peeled and took out the center seeds. I've halved my olives, I diced some onion, I chopped up all my herbs, basil, parsley, dill, and oregano, salt, and now we're going to add the pasta. The pasta, I cooked it until it was nice and al dente. You want to shock it under cold water to stop it from cooking any further. Make sure you drain it well, and you're going to add that right on top. Make sure every layer of the dish is well seasoned, otherwise you're going to have a seasoned dressing, but then the vegetables will be bland, or a seasoned pasta and everything else is bland, and nobody wants that. So Every layer is seasoned well. And now I'm gonna go ahead and also add my feta because I really wanna make sure that I mix the feta all the way through. And then you wanna reserve some, which I did, to serve on top when you serve it, because it's nice to have a little something fresh at the end, you know? You're gonna give everything a really, really good toss, and what's gonna happen is you're gonna pop this into the fridge so that the pasta can really absorb the dressing and everything can kind of get to know each other and get beautifully married with each other's flavors and have the most insanely delicious pasta salad ever. If you wanted to do this maybe, you know, a little more Whole30, you can substitute the pasta with some potatoes and have a delicious potato salad. You can also do cauliflower and keep it a little bit more low carb. It's up to you. I'm a carby girl, you know that. And I think a little pasta salad in the summer is just what the heart and soul need. You know what I'm saying? But that's pretty much it. Now the magic is really going to happen when you pop this into the fridge, because it's going to, like I said, just marry and the dressing will get absorbed and it will be delicious. The dressing is sharp. You really taste the mustard. You really taste the herbs. It's delicious. I love the tomatoes. But it's pretty much the end of us, because all I'm going to do, cover it, pop it in the fridge, and serve it tonight. And that's really it. And it isn't going to look any different. I can guarantee you that. But I'm promising you the most delicious salad ever. Go to laurainthekitchen.com to get the written recipe. You know it's driving me crazy and I have to clean the border of this bowl because it makes me nuts. I'm going to go ahead and do that, pop it in the fridge. We'll serve it later. Go get the recipe at laurainthekitchen.com, and I will see you next time. Bye.